Alrighty guys, so as you just saw, I was able to not take down the entire ceiling panel to fix the problem. What the problem was the black wire, the small black wire, pulled loose from the, or wasn't in properly on the white solderless connection. You know, the two little push down white tabby things. So all it was the negative was disconnected, and it wasn't touching the mylar or anything like that. It was just because that wire's pretty rigid. So there you go. But now I got to remove this wiring off the fan. Luckily that didn't get damaged, which is good. Though it was a little bit tough working around it because of the it's close quarters, eh? So there we go. So it says my battery's at 14. It's kind of moving around. 14.2. It's sunny out, so. But now I can test out all the lighting. Once again, we'll do a double check here, guys. Now that I pulled the panel down. So here, I'll turn you this way. Actually, I'll put you on the floor. Might be the better angle so you can see everything. Or even back in the storage room on the table without falling off. So let's go. Perfect. And then fans. Okay. So now we're all up and running. It was just the negative wire disconnected. Whoa, my camera's trying to focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, now up and running. Both fans are running. Fireplace is on, good. And we are sitting at 14.4 for now. It's a sunny day, so maybe this won't even drop. Now the next part. This, I'm puzzled by this controller here, guys. Oh, let's check my LED light, see if it's still not very good. We don't get much sun in this corner, so I should put it outside, though the plastic would deteriorate pretty fast because it's not UV treated, but they do give you a long enough cord to do that. So this guy's gonna go for now. I'll have to experiment with him later. And then after this guy's disconnected, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook each fan up to a switch. So one fan here and one fan on my spare. So that means all the switches will have, all the switches will be full, right? And then I'm gonna do some massive wire cleanup because it looks like hell and spaghetti right now. And yeah, that's gotta be changed. But in order to do this wiring, guys, I need to shut all this power off. So, unfortunately, everything's got to shut off. Ta-da! And not only that, remember the power is still on. You can see lights here and my voltage reading. What I have to do to kill the supply to the ceiling is this DC switch I added. You guys saw me add this guy here, and you simply turn it off, and you can even pull this out in case you don't want anybody messing with it. So it's kind of a nice safety feature. If you had kids or somebody was here and you didn't know, they didn't know what they were doing and there was an emergency or whatever, you know, not good. But or you just don't want somebody messing with it. So yeah, so now I gotta get over here, do a bunch of wiring, and unfortunately I gotta take that out. Though I can still use the fuses. Well, one fuse. This is a 3 amp. I'll put a fuse on each fan, maybe. That way, if the motor burns out, it won't damage any of my stuff. So I'll have to do that. So I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Let me set up. I need to grab some tools. Well, the power is now off. So I'm going to carefully remove the positive wire off of this guy first. And then the negative. And then I'll figure out all the wiring thereafter, okay? So we'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys. Okay, so I screwed up a little bit. I fixed the LED at the entrance okay, right? Though I went to go look for Charles's flashlight he donated, and I was going to use it to shoot over here on the wiring over here to help get some more light. And I'm looking around and I think it's up in the ceiling still. So now I got to pull at least a few screws out on this side just to grab it. I didn't think I left it up there, but apparently I did. So, don't be me. Oh boy. But I do have this light in the meantime to help out some. Right? So, I'm gonna just start wiring because this is just ridiculous. So I'm gonna set up this light so it's kind of, there we go. You guys can see okay, hopefully. Let me see, what's a better angle for you guys? Right there? Something like that. Anyway, so the positive wire to this so the positive off of this controller is on this switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect it right here, and I can disconnect it here, solderless connection. So that guy is pretty much taken care of. Now, what I can do is incorporate this negative for my ceiling fans. I can run all the negatives into here for the ceiling fans because there's very little room left in the bus bar. So how to manage this would be tricky. But I'll start disconnecting this guy. It needs the drill because it's drywall screwed in there. Actually, I think I gotta use the manual Phillips because the drill bit won't fit in there, like the head of the drill won't. So we'll remove this guy. Unfortunately, it didn't work, guys. So I don't know. Sometimes that happens. Here, let's do one of these. Because I know I put extensions on, and that's all these are. So that's the fan for that. So I'll keep these extensions just in case. I'll remove the oh, I only got the one screw in here holding this thing. I'll have to do some more testing with this thing before I do not want to damage or short out my ceiling fans because that's going to cost me money and time and work. So better safe than sorry. Now I gotta remove the fuse to get this thing out of here. There we go. So that guy's disconnected now, safely. And Yeah, I'm gonna fuse the ceiling fan. So I can, I'll have to make up a wire to fuse that in there. And this is a, I believe, oh, it's a 5 amp fuse, which is horrendously too big. Though I'll check to see if I have anything smaller. A 3 amp would probably be the better. A 2 actually would even be better. Okay, yeah. So we got a two. I got two 2 amps. I'll swap this. This fuse is still good, by the way. It never popped. So I'm gonna pull out 2 fuses. Actually, yeah, I'll put a 2 amp in. I wonder if I should just put a 3 though, because it may go up a little bit on amps once in a while. I'll have to ask Stu what's best. Either way, I can make the holders, the fuse holder for both fans, and then I'll run them on 2s for now. And if they pop, they pop, because I got a whole whack here. So, and then if I have to upgrade to 2s, I will. But I don't think they're gonna hit that. So, you never know. But I may have to end up using 3 amp fuses. So the 2s are black or gray. Gray in color. So now this wire, to make things a little easier for you guys to understand, is a negative on the negative bus bar, right? This is where that controller was hooked up to. I'm going to take full advantage of this and hook the 2 negatives off the fans into this, and then that will be a dedicated negative bus bar for the fans, and it leads right into the main negative bus bar anyway. So this wire is ready to roll. It will run the one of the fans anyway, but I have to make some fuse connectors and stuff, so we will do that. I have a white solderless connector here, the push down, and what I'll use this for is here's fan 1, and this guy is above the fireplace. So I'm gonna use this solderless connector. There we go, that's locked in. Okay, and then I'm gonna run extensions off of that to a fuse holder, and then the fuse holder will be hooked up to the switch over here. So hopefully everything turns out okay. So I'm gonna make up some fuses, guys, and we'll see you in a bit.